G'day cocktail lovers. This is an original creation I call a tropical Twilight. It's inspired by a few drinks I saw, but I've come together with some of my own ingredients. Looks a bit like a rum and coke, but it's not, and it tastes so rummy, so much rummy goodness in here. This is not an overly complicated cocktail, but there's a few components that come together in it. It more or less starts its life very much like a daiquiri, but then there's some unique elements that give it a bit of a twist. I'll show you how I made it. To start off in a shaker, putting 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of a light rum, then half an ounce or 15 mils of velvet falernum, and then half an ounce or 15 mils of lime juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 to 15 seconds to get all those elements integrated and chilled. And then I'm going to strain it into a double rocks glass that's filled with crushed ice. Just to make sure the glass is nicely filled, I'm then topping it up with a bit more crushed ice. And then comes the Twilight part, a dark rum liqueur I've made at home. We just pour that over the top. That's about an ounce of that liqueur I'm pouring over the top, and you see night falls over our cocktail. We can make it look a bit pretty with a dried lime wheel for garnish, and then drop in a straw. Now that rum liqueur I made is actually really easy to make, and it's genuinely one of the best things I've ever made. There will be a video at the end that will be linking to showing how I made it. In simple terms, it's this brown sugar syrup that I'm so fond of that's built around apples and sugar, and then literally just rums added to it. It's that simple. The brown sugar syrup with rums added to it. But there will be a link at the end showing you how to do it. I do really like how it starts off light, and it's a little bit of a show when you pour something darker over the top and it just works its way through. I think it tastes better when it's blended all the way through. I think it's a good halfway thing. The rum liqueur is giving some of those cinnamon flavors, as is the velvet falernum. So it's got that base that's very much the summer classic, the daiquiri. And there is a lot of ice in here. Mind you, it's pretty gosh darned warm today where I am. I'm weird, I'd probably drink this in the middle of winter as well, as I know a lot of my northern hemisphere friends are facing very cold weather and quite a lot of snow. We've been getting bordering on heat wave conditions here, so that's weird, you know, a globe where not everything's the same. Weird, I know, but I tell you, this is something that's worth having a go at wherever you are in the world. And yeah, definitely check out the linked video to look at how easy it is to make just a super tasty rum liqueur, or use whatever spirit you like in it, really. And check it out, and I hope to see you again soon. Until such time as I do see you, I will say cheers.